I'm Kevin Lidecker. I am a certified herbologist. With certified herbology, that is classified under the naturopathic doctor studies that I have chosen to take in my lifetime. And with that, when you learn any kind of doctorate, you basically have to purchase the tools that you need. Yes, I have a stethoscope, I have a blood pressure kit, I have my PPEs. There's a few other tools I have for special work for PCA, as well as some other things that I do on the side, or will be doing on the side, of greater importance. I have received so many, like a slew of verbal communications to me, both bad and indifferent, as well as just wondering the word cancer. So, what I'm going to do today is explain to you what cancer is. Okay, so we'll start with the word, of course. And most people think of cancer and they immediately start thinking lump, pain, size, roundness. They have done that with my breasts. Same thing. Your breasts are so large, aren't they cancerous? That's why they're large, because they're cancerous. Because they think cancer is synonymous with a round circle. Whether it be a lump or the size of someone's limb. Usually they have heard that surgery happens with people who have cancer in a limb when they have a lump in it. And you've seen it, I'm sure you've looked on, when you're surfing on the internet, you've seen some videos of some surgeons taking out some of those lumps from different parts of the human body. So here's some questions. I'm going to draw a few things first before I explain to you exactly what cancer is. So right now, so we have cancer. Now, here's what I want to ask you. Let me go ahead and draw this for a minute. And you can tell me if you think these are cancer. Because there's been some misconceptions. Some people have thought some strange things. They're like, well, don't you have cancer if you have this problem? You know, so let me ask you, as an audience there online, do you think that this is cancer? Is this cancer? Well, it probably is if it's in the zodiac. Then it would be cancer. But when we're not looking at the calendar and we're looking at the word cancer as a disease, would you say that that's cancer? No. Okay, so then the next one is, I'm going to try to do this large enough so you can see it. So we know that this is not cancer. Okay, is this one? This is found on trees. And it does bite the human being, and it does suck the human being's blood. Animals too. It's usually considered a tick. However, this particular one is a wood tick. Is this cancer? The answer is no. Okay, the next one. This you find around the household. And, you know, sometimes they're just really nasty buggers. You know, and you got to get out there with, with bug spray and get rid of them, because you don't want to get bit by them. Seriously, don't want to get bit by them. So this is a spider, right? It could be any kind of spider. You know, we have, here, let me give it some fangs. We have all kinds of spiders. You know, we have black widows, and then we have recluse spiders where their bodies are long, and they have the long front legs, and they have these. You know, so there's different types of spiders. Okay, so are spiders cancer? No. So the next one is this one. You find these in the desert. You really do. You can find them in your house in the desert. I have. It's not funny. Let me see if I can draw one real quick. I've drawn some before. And it's a scorpion. And scorpions are nasty too. Some of them are very poisonous. People get bit by them and some people die from them, just like spiders. And so with that is scorpion cancer. That would be, no. Okay, so in the desert again, and even in ocean waters, we have these, okay? And these are just yucky, you know. We don't like them. We know what this is, right? Yeah, some of them have this on it, and some have things. Okay, so is that cancer? Okay, well, what is cancer then? Cancer is this. We have the human body, okay? So let's draw something really quick. And, oops, don't want to make them a hunchback. Just draw a person really quick and, you know, just so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we have a person, the human body, and we have DNA in the body, and it's made up of proteinic acids. Proteinic acids is what it says. DNA. In DNA, there's proteinic acids. The proteinic acids actually help create the change, and if you don't have proteinic acids, then you're going to have a physical DNA breakdown, which means that you're going to lose your body structure and your cellular structure is going to fall apart. So without DNA and without the proteinic acids, you don't exist. You will eventually melt away and die. Okay, so without proteinic acids, the reason why I mention proteinic acids is because for some reason cancer is part of that situation. So proteinic acids, what they do is they build the muscle. So we have muscle cells that are long, elongated muscle cells, and it takes proteinic acids to build those muscles. Now, if you have cells that begin to multiply with proteinic acids in them, because that's what creates the multiplication. If you look at bodybuilders, their muscles begin to build because of proteinic acids. This would be due to the body trying to protect the DNA from some sort of anomaly. So if you have an anomaly in the human body, let's say, well, let's not go with the heart. Let's choose another. Let's just say you have an anomaly in the leg. Okay, so you have an anomaly in the leg, and then suddenly your body does something strange. It is a strange situation. Suddenly your body kicks in and starts throwing in cancer cells. They're actually cells trying to protect the body from the anomaly. So if you are not successful in breaking down a food anomaly, you have the probability of contriving cancer. So if you have a food anomaly and you're trying to heal yourself from a food anomaly, but you don't do anything, you just sit there and lay around, or you go to work and just don't worry about it, and you deal with the pain and carry on, you most likely will get cancer. Cancer. Lumps that you have to get cut out. Cut out with a scalpel. Because once these start growing, you can't stop them. That's what cancer is. It's cell growth of something. It's cancer mold, because mold does that, and you know that. So you have, moisture in your body, lots of water in your body, and you know that mold spores start growing in a petri dish. If you've ever in science class, you can see mold start to multiply, but then when you let it dry out, it stops. Is mold cancer because it multiplies? No. You see, a scalpel cannot cut out mold. A scalpel can cut out cancer cells. Can they always get it all? Not always. Sometimes they have to use a suction tool. Suck it up, suck it out of there. But you got to be careful. You can't suck up the organs either. You can't suck in and make them bleed their arteries either. You know, there's lots of stuff you got to think about. Okay, so mold is not cancer, so we can cross that out too. And so now you understand a little bit more about cancer. Now cancers come in all different shapes and sizes, and it's not always because of a food anomaly. Sometimes the person won't have a food anomaly, and suddenly they'll just start developing a lump. Well, what's this? They have no clue why. For some reason, the body started multiplying proteinic acids. Now, some people say, well, you know, it's not always proteinic acids. Cancer can be fat. I don't think so. I have not yet seen, okay, seriously, in all my surfing the internet and reading books and learning about cancer itself as a disease, I'm going to call it a dis-ease because that's what it really is, I have not found any cancer that is dissolvable by salt. You see, fat dissolves through salt particles. So you can take salt and mix it with water, and you'll have salt water, and it will dissolve fat. Okay, so salt water dissolves fat. So is cancer fat? In my personal opinion as a certified herbologist, no. Okay, so that's my take on fat. So back to proteinic acids and building of the cancers. There's been cancers that look like this. They're round lump, but they have these little things that look like tentacles on it. Well, isn't that an octopus? Just don't be eating live octopus, okay? Because if you do, it might become an anomaly that you'll have to get rid of, and it'll have to be cut out. So, anyway, that's what cancer is. Now, let's look at breast really quick because I don't have a lot of time. Okay, so people saying, well, your breast is so big, you have breast cancer. Okay, so let's look at a woman's breast, okay? So here's a woman, she's got, large breasts, and so because she's got large, breasts, I'm going to call it PB, because it's called pendulous breasts, okay? Because they're very large, they call it pendulous. Inside the breast, okay, there's the breast, right? Inside the breast, okay, this is the breast. Inside the breast, there are glands that come up and go in and actually feed the nipple for the baby to suckle, because of the fact that a woman's breasts are made for giving milk to a baby. Inside that are little pouches, and inside those little pouches are fat. Okay, fat. Now, when a woman gets breast cancer, and this is up here too, and then there's muscle fibers that come down. Muscle fibers here, muscle fibers here, muscle fibers there. Okay? So now, when a woman has cancer, okay, cancer in the breast, somehow one cell, not a fat cell, one cell decided to suddenly multiply, maybe because she had an anomaly in there that wasn't coming out, and the body said, oh, gotta protect myself. And then it becomes one of these, a lump. It can get cut out, or some people will choose to use radiation to burn it out. Just depends on what you want to do. A woman with pendulous breasts, if she has an anomaly in her breast that is still able to be removed out of the lymph system, or even be dissolved from in between all the little other areas, is it considered cancer? No. Cancer is a lump. Cancer is something that is sitting there and is either multiplying, or just sitting there and needs to be removed. If it's just sitting there, sometimes it doesn't need to be removed. Sometimes you can get away with that and keep living and be fine. It doesn't get in the way of blocking anything, the lymph glands or the arteries or anything. So with that, have a good day.